the founder and the co-founder and COO of Sarthi.ai, Sangram Sabat. Sangram, the stage is yours. Online. Let me tell you a little bit about Sangram Sabat. As I mentioned, the COO and co-founder of Sarthi.ai, of course, but he's also an entrepreneur, an active entrepreneur at that, and he believes that ambient intelligence will soon dominate all interactions that we have, and he is purposefully advancing that vision through industry and academic collaborations. So what is this ambient intelligence, and how is it going to dominate the way we interact with people? It's something that we all need to know, especially if it's going to become so widespread and so prevalent in the near future. So it's very interesting to know what Sangram has to say. I'm sure that he's ready now. Sangram, the stage is yours.
Hello.
Yeah, can't hear. Sangram, can you hear us? No? Okay, we have a few technical gremlins with Sangram, so while we get that sorted, let me take this opportunity to... Sangram, we can hear you.
Okay, I can
hear you without any problem. Perhaps you can start with your presentation and see how it goes.
Sure. Please feel free to tell me if it's not audible.
Yeah. Just start with your presentation, and if it's still not working, we'll try the next step. But we are able to hear you clearly.
Sure. Thank you so much. Okay.
Oh yes, now we can hear you and see your presentation also. Yes. Okay,
Great.
good. So now I think everything has been sorted. We can continue with the presentation.
Thank you so much, Sunny. Hello, namaskar, and welcome to everyone at Voice Tech Summit. Thank you for being here. So, firstly, as Sunny rightly asked me, what is ICT? So, I am also wondered by the whole ICT definition because everywhere I see it says information and communications technology. In my perspective, it's information, communications, and technology because that is a bit wider. Information is to information technology as water is to storage and treatment, and communication technology is meant to disseminate that information to recipients like flowing water comes to our houses. Now think of exclusion. The first time this analogy struck me, I was mind blown. So, a bit about myself. I'm a deep tech entrepreneur who believes that the world will change more in the next 10 years than the past millennia. And I myself am living in this decade to make these technologies come together, these emerging technologies like AI, ML, blockchain, in a way that helps our civilization take the leap without anyone being left behind. Right? No one should be forced to be left behind. As a major step, Sarthi is humanizing interactions with services through AI to accelerate your transition to ambient intelligence. You may check out our bio for more. One of our core values is to be inclusive. The first thing you read when you type the talk's title on Google is about the Global Initiative for Inclusive ICTs. The problem is not in their work, but our participation. So I thought interactions might nudge you more towards the cause, and I should not bring any slides, but that would have been such a huge injustice. Would have been difficult to follow along. What you are realizing right now is the lack of information bandwidth, or the effect of low information bandwidth in communication. Communication has a cosmic expanse. But let's start with a simple question. What is language? Well, many of you would have seen the movie Arrival. What Amy Adams is doing right there is what any linguist or normal human being would do if the languages we knew at that point of time were not enough to communicate our situation. You will also know this if you have raised a dog. In the process, we learn a common language. And language, if you feel it this way, is much more than we think of it, not just words. Communication in animals has always been multimodal, and every mode in itself carries deep influences from evolutionary and cultural perspective. Look at this stone, which has aged 2.5 million years and was used by early man to butcher animals. This gave us a fitness advantage. Now, some researchers in the University of Berkeley, California, made an experiment with 184 students and divided them into 5 groups. Each group's difference was that they could only learn from the group's head uh, through one or the other mode of communication. So the modes of communication ranged from just looking at finished products to imitating the group head to speaking along with gestures. We all know who won, but the important thing to know is that the evolution and the teaching that came through these type of communications through our speech, that is the deep impact of any language based communication or speech based communication. Now we have come a long way from that time with advanced language structures and better communication technology. Also, we think voice and its experiential features, like emotion, carry much more information than text could ever do. Anyone who's ever gotten down to write a story knows this. There's something about actually hearing the characters in your head that text cannot bring up. As soon as you give something a voice, it seems to have agency. It's machine. If machines are given a voice, we may start treating them more like us, or maybe like our pup. Who knows? About a decade back, mobile phones had just started penetrating small towns of India. My mother used to have a hard time operating with it. She used to take my help for basic things. This was because I was growing up in the era where Microsoft software was, fundamentally changing the world. My adoption of software is natural. If I hadn't been able to see the contrast, I might not have been able to be focused towards digital inclusion. When I shifted to Mumbai in 2015, people did not recognize my roots. This was because I had minute changes in my communication, that is, language and speech, over 4 years of undergraduation. I also had a hard time recognizing and recalling things. This is shameful. I should have been a propagator of knowledge encoded in my language, Odia. 41 lakh manuscripts written on palm leaves and bark, amongst other material, was documented between 2006 and 16. Sanskrit ranked first with 11.66 lakhs, followed by Odia with 2.13 lakhs, and Hindi with 1.99 lakhs. However, apart from a few folks and parents, I could hardly find a way to interface with my language. One of my first friends in school had relocated to a place in South India after finishing college. He was a young, excited medical intern, but he soon started noticing that all his acquired medical knowledge was helpless to language barriers. He could not understand what the patients were saying most of the time, and he was afraid of the consultations he gave. But imagine the other side, the family that was going through such an anxiety based situation. And sometimes delays in healthcare have been fatal to his observation. It's sad that the world we experience technology is still a reflection of colonization. It is a single language story. The bias to languages is the issue of human rights. More than third of the world's languages have fewer than 1,000 speakers left. Every 2 weeks, a language dies with its culture, its knowledge that can be geographical, mathematical, astronomical, medicinal. This all dies with it. This leads us to this heritage led us to stand on top of shoulders of giants and improvise. But now we are losing it. And the phenomenon is being forced on us because we have to adopt English in many of the technology and services. Cultures will fade out. When we began in 2017, the absence of alternatives was strikingly painful. So to start our journey, we made an AI assistant that could do all tasks related to booking and common services in Hindi. On the way, we figured out how to extract various cognitive signals because we now understood the language is much more than words from text and moved to voice in search for more. The problems with non-English language were very evident. One of them was lack of staged research, and the other was the language complexity and dialect continua. And as we worked in deep learning with contact center staff and optimized our products with villagers, we built more inclusive technology. We built native language understanding that could directly take from speech and text and was independent of translation or any kind of transcription to understand you. This makes it reliably understand you in more than 25 languages. We also focused on conversational intelligence and speaker characteristics because the demography spread in India is very diverse, right? And we wanted to make tech more resistive. So businesses and offer governments could now offer services and could scale them inclusively. This also impacts our supply chain. In this, we are helping workers who are non-English and low literate communicate with technology in an assistive manner over calls. We are doing this with a partner, and we can join Visual Stock to hear and see the demo. So. And we are also building cross-lingual TTS and expanding to agri-tech. Cross-lingual TTS will help us, get the knowledge decoded in Indic languages to people who can't see, and that would really revolutionize the society. We used to look at stars and wonder if someone was looking back at us and hoping that we are here. If we could contact an extraterrestrial species, will we be able to understand them? The language we speak is full with text and speech. The languages they speak might or they communicate with might be beyond our imagination. It's possible if they sent a radio signal before radio was invented, they would have not got anything. Do we like that feeling? No. The point I'm trying to drive here is that we cannot be certain if we missed or we did not miss someone else trying to communicate with us from outside Earth. But we are very capable of preserving the shared knowledge of humanity up till now with the tech we have. The generation ahead of us will hate us for being negligent if we do not act now. So I extend a humble invite to anyone who would like to join us on our movement to bridge this digital divide and build an inclusive and sustainable world. That's my time, folks. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you very much, Sangram. Thank you very much for that presentation, Sangram. Do we have any questions? So we can just maybe check the discuss panel. No? All right. So, all right. Thank you, Sangram, for your presentation and sharing your knowledge with us. Can we just take a quick glance at the questions? Or if there are any questions, please use this opportunity or use the discuss tab to ask your questions. And if you'd like to take those questions offline, then Sangram as well as the other speakers are available in the VIP booth. So click on the leave and you can navigate your way to the VIP booth post this presentation. All right, so thank you very much, Sangram.
Thank you, Sunny, for hosting me and looking forward to connect and share my learnings. Cheers.
Yeah. Cheers. Sure.